Happy New Year! I'm just kidding. No, it's still,
Not yet.
It's still 5:22. We still got a few hours, man. The Kings lost again, man. Not looking too good. 8-game losing streak. But you know what? 2019 is over.
Throw it away.
Throw it
One
away.
of the hardest years.
December doesn't matter. The Kings
They've
were
gone through.
the worst team of the decade. But I tell you guys what, they're going to be one of the best teams in the next decade. Agree or disagree?
Agreed.
For the sake of everybody in Sacramento, we really want the Kings to be one of the most respected and best teams of this decade. It's going to take a lot of work, and it starts from up top. But we'll talk about that maybe on a different show, maybe on the first show of the new decade. You know, if you guys haven't watched the final CK podcast of this decade, make sure to watch it. It's available on iTunes, it's available on IGTV, and on YouTube. What was your biggest takeaway from tonight, real quick?
From tonight, it has to be Harry Giles. Again, just seeing him out there, the guy just looks like a good basketball player, especially offensively. He just gets guys open. He finds the running man, the cutters. And you also got to tip your hat off to Buddy Hield. Just had an overall good game, just a solid game. Coach Walton tipped his hat off to Buddy for holding down PG-13.
I think he was 5 of like 26.
PG had a bad game, and you have to credit.
Yeah, Buddy guarded him most of the game. Kawhi was excellent in that third, but he wasn't great in the first, second, and fourth. But at that point, I felt like they kind of let go of the gas pedal a little bit because they were up in that game for most of the game. The second quarter is where the Kings lost this game. They came out with energy in the third. They actually won the third quarter by 2 points. But just little mistakes. Everyone else beat the Kings tonight. But that's just how good this Clipper team is. This Clipper team, without Lou Williams, without Patrick Beverley, are just so solid. Their bench is so deep, which is why I don't think the Lakers have a chance to beat them. I think it's going to be 4-1 unless the Lakers somehow get, Bogey and they rip off Lottie. Which wouldn't be shocking, but
no, you won't allow it.
No, I'm
Kings
joking.
will riot if that happens.
That'd be crazy if they can somehow get like a Bogey to LA. I believe he'd be the missing piece that would get him over the top because their two guys are so elite. With that said, but hey, man.
So, what was your biggest takeaway from tonight?
My biggest takeaway is that Kawhi Leonard is the second best player in the NBA behind Giannis, and he's the best player in LA without question. Watching him develop throughout the years and watching him how physically imposing he is now, it's insane. I mean, you can't make this up. This dude he was already naturally strong. Now he just has all the weight, and you saw it in the playoffs last year, and now physically seeing it in person was shocking to me. I'm like, this dude is a monster. And, we were talking to Buddy after the game about his greatness. Got to respect his greatness. Even if he didn't have the best shooting night, the dude's going to command double teams. The biggest missing component of his game was passing. I feel like he's really gotten good this year. He has weapons all around. They play a slow pace. They can play a slow pace, unlike the Kings. But I guess my second biggest takeaway is the Kings have to play fast. They didn't play fast today. Luke Walton talked about how methodical they were, bringing the ball up the court. He says that it's not about getting a fast shot, but getting a very good shot. And speeding up the tempo will do that, even if it takes 24 seconds. Shout out to Sarah from CBS Sports. He said even if it takes 24 seconds, it's about getting the best shot. And right now, they're just slowly bringing the ball up the court. That needs to change. Talked to Buddy about that, and he agrees. He feels like 2020 is a year of change, and that needs to happen. This team needs to go back to playing fast. It's their identity, and I'm hoping that we see some changes. And again, no disrespect to any of the guys that I've critiqued. It's purely basketball, and I've been very disappointed with Trevor Ariza, very disappointed with Corey Joseph, very disappointed with Dwayne Dedman. Hey man, this is basketball. This is what we get paid to do, to be very professional on that end. Never talk about their personal lives like that. It's just strictly basketball. I want to make that very clear. I felt again in those 23 minutes of Trevor Ariza that he was a negative 14 for the game. He just he had so many plays where it was either he was going for dump steals in the backcourt, not getting back on defense, taking a charging foul, just reckless with the ball. And Aaron Brewski, shout out to him, he points out that is having no fear of coming out. Like, no matter what you do, you know that the coach is going to keep playing you. I mean, that's a problem, though, right?
Do you really think he thinks like that?
By the way he plays. Actions speak louder than words. Like, he don't have to say it. They didn't take him out to like the 6:28 mark of the fourth quarter. Why is he playing critical minutes in the fourth quarter? This guy should be playing 10 minutes or less every single night. On the first play from Justin James, you see a whap. I mean, this dude is athletic. He's twitchy. He can give the Kings a nice boost. He has given the Kings a nice boost in his limited minutes. I don't know, man. This team needs to go back to their identity, which is playing fast. The confidence will come for everybody. I feel like last year they weren't equipped to get stops. This year they got a Corey Joseph. They have a Shawn Holmes. Oh, by the way, Montrezl Harrell did not have a Hall of Fame night again.
About time.
About time. This time he ran into a monster, Shawn Holmes, who should get consideration for Most Improved Player this year. The guy's been a beast. Pleasant surprise for Kings fans, and I hope he's here for the long haul. This dude is a legit center in the NBA, can do it all, has his limitations in terms of shooting. You don't need him to shoot the ball. He's shooting 66% from the field. He's playing phenomenal defense, all NBA defense. This dude makes his free throws. He's shooting 83% from the free throw line.
On top of that,
What?
He has a Stay 22 burger,
which is coming out January 3rd, along with our burger, the Need More Cowbell burger, man. Shout out to Buckhorn Grill. It's going to be available all throughout the Sacramento region and Folsom and Vacaville, I believe. So if you like Buckhorn and you're close to the location, go out there and support Cowbell Burger and the Stay 22 burger for Shawn Holmes and us Cowbell Kingdom. And we want to thank you guys so much for this year. It's been amazing. Lots of good content. I can't wait for 2020, which starts tomorrow. We got to start out with a bang. I'm still trying to figure out. We'll have a timeline post talking about a weekly podcast where fans can call in once a week. I believe we've settled on every Tuesday, 6 p.m.
We will figure it out.
From 6 to 7 is what...
Don't be Derek.
Right. But roughly, it's about 6, 7 p.m.-ish. So if you guys, the people that get off of work at 4 or 5, it'll give you time to eat and then to just call in, voice your opinion. I know a lot of you guys like to talk on Instagram and comment. We want you guys to call in. This is for you guys. We're doing it for you guys. We'll also have the in-studio podcast with entrepreneurs, influencers locally, and basketball players, coaches, scouts, all that good stuff. Any final words about this year, man? What are you thankful for? All that good stuff.
I am thankful for this year, for all the life lessons we've learned, we've grown, working with the camera behind the scenes, all the new tips, all the guys that came across, the other photographers that are at the corner. Shout out to you guys. You guys know who you are. You guys are awesome. You guys are friendly. You guys, we all embrace each other, and it's a beautiful thing. Let's continue that. It's 2020, and let's improve personally. Whether it be camera work, basketball knowledge, fan engagement, whatever it is, let's keep moving forward. Let's all keep elevating.
Thank you guys so much. And on behalf of the entire CK team, E-Man, shout out to our guy Jaden, man. He's done a phenomenal job with the memes, with the videos. Man, you have a very bright future. And to all the future CK members that will join the family in 2020, we thank you guys so much. Peace. Have a happy 2020. We sleep, striking out, we keep on mission at the point.